Hello and welcome. My name is Pankaj Dubey, and in this video we are going to talk about that what to test in a website and what to test in a mobile application. So this video is to give you an example that how people work on in live environment and what do they do on once they receive any build of the website or the mobile application. So we have broadly categorized all the testing in two parts, functional and non-functional, whereas you will be supposed to perform either functional or non-functional. Usually in companies it happens that there are two types of testers. For functional there will be different segment of testers, and for non-functional testing there will be different group of test teams. So if you talk about functional testing, then the very first type of testing that you will be executing on your build is smoke or sanity testing. So this is also called the build verification testing, and this is basically to check that whether your application version is stable enough to perform the testing types. So you'll be checking only the major parts of your application, only the critical parts of your application, to check the reliability of the new version of the app. And this should be the very first type of testing to execute on your once you receive a new build. And then the functional testing. So all the newly added or the modified features will be tested as part of the test functional testing. Also you can check the internal external links, you can check the form field validations, you can check the form actions, you can check the database connection, and there are many other things that will be tested as part of the functional testing, and mainly it depends upon the newly added features or the modified features. Also apart from the newly added and modified features, you will have to check all existing functions of your website to make sure that all old functions are working fine, and this is called a regression testing. And if you talk about non-functional testing, then you will have to perform performance testing, security testing, compatibility testing, usability testing. So as part of the performance testing, check the page load times on different internet speeds, test the page response time on different loads, check the server response time, check the whether your application assets are optimized or not. So you will have to check that whether your JavaScript, CSS files, images are properly optimized to load it fast. Also you can take the help of testmysite.thinkwithgoogle.com if you do not want to pay for any website and you do not want to go in more detail to understand the optimization. Then you can use the help of this URL to test your application. It gives you a very useful detail and a very usable chart result of your website's performance and optimization. Also you will have to perform the security testing, whereas there will be a different team for security testing, and security testing has a very large scope and large arena. So the security testing, as part of security testing, vulnerability scanning will be done of your web application, penetration testing will be done. They'll check that whether this SQL injection cannot be performed, your application cannot be loaded in any iframe, and there are many other things that will be tested as part of the security testing. And then compatibility testing. So compatibility testing will be executed on your web application to make sure that your application is rendering and its responsiveness is good on different devices, on different OSs and different browsers. And but making the foundation, I mean you can say the framework, or because you will have to execute your same application on different devices, different OSs and different browsers. So this is not possible to maintain all those things in one or two machines. So you will have to take the help of any cloud-based services. So Saucy Labs and Browser Stack provide you some infrastructure for this, where you can just simply put your website's URL and you can check the rendering of your application on different devices in portrait and landscape view, and on different browsers, and again on different versions of the browsers. So this is how you can perform your compatibility testing. And then the usability testing. As part of usability testing, you will perform the you'll check whether the navigation is clear or not. You can interact with your web application very easily, and you will have to check for the look and feel. You will have to make sure that there is no overlapping and the text combinations are fine, so that you can read the things properly and you can perform your action properly on your web application. And now the mobile application testing, and here we have categorized the test cases in three parts, like device specific test, network specific test, and app functional and non-functional testing. So if you talk about specific test, then you will have to check for the app installation and uninstallation of the app on the device. Check the launching of the app in device. Verify the splash screen, load time, and how it is presented during the launching. And disconnect the charger. Check the running app has no impact. Lock unlock the screen and check that running app has no impact. Go to the home and come back to your app. Tilt and shake your mobile device to check that it is working fine. Check the device notifications are not impacting the running apps. Check that no data or internet connection is handled in your app if it is requiring internet connection, and check that app interacts with the device hardware like GPS and other things. Now if you talk about network specific test, then you'll have to check the app behavior on different internet connections like 2G, 3G or Wi-Fi. Check that app behavior if you have no internet connection. What happens if you just switch from one data to another? Lock unlock the screen. Perform some interruption testing, like while interacting with your application you can make some calls, you can send some messages, you can use another application, and that this is how you can perform the interruption testing. And check the device notifications are not impacting the running apps. If app has a transaction system, then how the transaction behaves during network function fluctuations. And check the app's background data connections can be changed, how app behaves in flight mode. So all these things will be tested here. Now functional and non-functional, as we have talked about this in the if you in the website testing. So again the same thing will be here. You will have to perform the smoke sentry testing. You will have to check for the functional and non-functional aspects of the application. Also you will have to perform the app profiling if you talk about the Android application, where you will check the heap memory, the RAM memory, CPU uses, and all those things will be tested as part of the non-functional testing. And rest will remain same, like functional, compatibility, usability, everything as it was in the website. Thanks for watching.